The HYTE Y70 Touch, by all accounts, is one of the most important cases that we've seen in a very, very long time. Typically, when we get a case like this through the studio, I would go in and investigate everything and show you what all of the layouts and how everything fits and just all that kind of stuff. However, there's only one correct way to build in the HYTE Y70 Touch. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna test the thermals, and I'm gonna let you guys know if this very expensive case with some very cool features is worth your hard-earned money. Let's dive in.
Fight. Excellent.
thermals, what you're seeing on your screen right now, is the thermals are quite good, even for the 14900K. What's more surprising is that the thermals with the case closed for the GPU is better than with it open, but I guess that's to do with the location of the bottom fans, and HYTE cases typically have this result, and we've seen this in the past, but as mentioned again, overall the thermals here are great. Now, if you're interested in any of the hardware used in this HYTE Y70 Touch build, there's a PC part picker list down below, and there's also cards through the build section of the video that show what all the hardware is. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the Y70 Touch because this one is a little bit unexpected for me. What do I mean by that? Well, I got nothing bad to say about this case. In fact, it kind of pains me to be this brutally honest, but I have no feedback for HYTE on this case because this thing is near perfect. The design is fantastic. The build quality is, I've got to be honest here, guys, there's almost no case on the market or ever that is quite the build quality of the Y70 Touch. It is phenomenally well executed. Does it even make sense? I don't even know, but it is so nice to build in. The finish is excellent. The paint is excellent. The fitment for all the hardware is excellent. This case absolutely kicks ass. And the touchscreen is just a nice add-on, except it does add on to the price, which I'll circle back to in a moment. I haven't done this in a while, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the hardware that I picked for this build because I thought that this was something that I hadn't really seen before. I wanted to do, let's call it the panda aesthetic, where it's black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. And because I've got these new uni fans, the P28s that are both black and white and they interlink and there's no lighting, I thought it would just look interesting to try something different, kind of like a checkerboard as well. That's what Claire calls it, the checkerboard. I call it the panda. But I just wanted to do something a little bit different with this build, and I think it looks pretty sick. And I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think people are going to start trying to do stuff like this now that we've done it. Hey, it happens all the time. We set the trend and then everyone forgets about us. How about that touchscreen though, right? It is phenomenal. It is absolutely huge, and I can see stuff like this becoming the new normal going into the future. It does add to the price. I will come back to that. The resolution is phenomenal. It is a lot better in person than it looks in videos. The resolution is insane. It's 3840 by 1100, so it's 4K high, 1100 wide, and the pixel density is insane because the panel is really not that big, so it really adds to that detail. The touch input is really nice too. There are a couple little things that it does that makes it not a traditional touchscreen in Windows, so you have to disable Windows touch support. So if you've got any other device on your machine that has touch support enabled, you have to not use it that way. One thing I did find was the fact that I got a bug out one time where it was just pressing random fingers on the screen. Like you can see the input the whole time and it freaked out. I had to reboot the computer, but that's okay. Like the software is still kind of beta-ish. One thing I'd really like to see implemented, and I think they talk about it in the software itself, is brightness control, because the brightness it's too bright all of the time to be at this level. To have a little slider on screen where you could adjust that would be really, really cool. But I think that is something that HYTE is currently working on. The fact that there's going to be customized widgets, you can do like Twitch chat and all that kind of stuff if you're streaming. Circling back to the price, ladies and gents, this is the real kicker. Because if you're interested in the HYTE Y70 Touch, it's going for an eye-watering $359 US or 629 Australian dollars at the time of this video going live. Now, in Australia, it's pre-order only at the minute, but I'm sure it'll come out very, very soon. I gotta say though, 629 Aussie dollars is quite a bit of money, but you're getting a 4K high touchscreen, which, it sounds stupid to say this, it's not bad value considering that screen, because if you're trying to buy a screen like this individually, it's going to cost upwards of 300 to 400 Aussie dollars as it is. So yeah, it's stupid to say that it's good value because it's a lot of money for a case, but if you do consider that, then maybe it is good value. Yeah, if you like the music you heard here, I make all the music. It's available by clicking that join button right down there down below. Get yourself subscribed for more videos where I talk about cases, and sometimes I'm even lost for words, and watch a video up here. I need to start realizing that it's in my right hand. Look at it, it's right there. It's floating around up there. It's a video. Click it. Maybe it's the Y40 review, or maybe it's the Y60 review that came 8 months late. It's a video. Look at that. That's cool. Just floating there. Hello, video. Are you good?